Afternoons with Nazzy on 105.5 JYY. All right, my next guest, well, he's been a little under the weather the last couple of days. Maybe you read about him somewhere, everywhere. The governor of the great state of New Hampshire, Governor Chris Sununu, joins us. Governor, how are you feeling today?
Well, good afternoon. I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling all right.
Good. I'm not. Yeah, look, I'm not 100%. I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm feeling good. I'm working a little bit, trying to just manage stress and all of that. It was a bit of a scare last week, without a doubt. I didn't get to enjoy the beautiful Labor Day weekend weather that everyone else got to enjoy, probably. But I got great care at Portsmouth Hospital. I'm on the mend. Probably another month or so, something like that, until I'm back 100%. But I'm getting there.
All right, we're gonna get to that whole thing. I want to recap that whole thing in just a few minutes. But right now, the thing I want to know, I know when I was younger and I was a kid, sick days, when I would stay home, my mom would make a little bit of chicken soup, and then she'd put my favorite movie on. I'd probably watch all the Star Wars movies and everything I can. So, Governor, what are you eating and what are you watching now that you're home, just trying to recoup a little?
All right, so here's the torture of the situation.
Go ahead.
I had my issue. People saw it on the news, and boy, we had some friends and family just sending tons of food. I said, man, this is great. And who was there but Valerie to say, no. You can have this and this and this, but you can't have the ice cream, and you can't have this, and you can't have... I'm like, but what about those cookies? And she's like, no. So it was great. It was a huge outpouring of support, but it was a little bit of torture because I hadn't really eaten in a couple days because I was in the hospital and all that. And when I came home, there's amazing food waiting, only about a quarter of which... to Sarah, who sent me the salad, thanks.
Oh, who sends a salad? Who sends a salad? I mean, I get it. She was thinking about your health, Governor.
There you go.
Oh, goodness.
Well, it worked. I had the salad.
All right.
I didn't get the ice cream. To John, who sent the ice cream, I apologize. Valerie stole it.
Next time.
My kids were eating it.
Next, to tell you what, Governor, once you're feeling better, I'll take you to Arnie's, Loudon Road here in Concord, and you can have Nazzy's.
Oh, I love it.
You'll have Nazzy's favorite. That's my own personal flavor that they have on the menu there at Arnie's, and it's delicious. You really will like it.
Well, what is it? Well, what's the base? Is it like a vanilla?
So it's a vanilla base. I created it years ago. And it's a vanilla base, and then there's cookie dough ice cream in it, and there's a couple of chocolate swirls, and there's a little hidden swirl in there as well. You have to try it. You will love it.
A hidden swirl?
It's like the hidden ingredient is love type thing. It's really good. It's one of the most popular flavors at Arnie's. It's right there, top of the board. You can't.
All right, we'll do it. Let me give me another month or so to get back on my truly on my 2 feet with eating ice cream.
I'm going to treat you to that. So what movies are you watching? So obviously you're not working all day because the doctors told you to kind of take it easy and relax. So what are you watching? What are your go-to I'm homesick movies?
I was on an 80s binge for the last couple of days. Yeah, I did an 80s binge. I was doing everything from Back to the Future to Ferris Bueller's Day Off to 16 Candles. Yeah. I was on it. And Valerie, you would she's an 80s chick too, so she'd peek in and watch a few with me every now and then. But I was trying to get up and walk around and exercise, and the other thing is I'm trying to get off screens and phones and all that.
Yeah,
so I am
screen
also
time.
doing a lot of I'm trying to find a couple good books I can read. I just got to get away. It's the connectivity that drives so much stress in all of us. The phone or whatever is always right next to me, and it isn't just not answering it. It's literally saying I'm going to shut it off and put it away and read a book. And that disconnection is a very healthy thing.
Yeah, I think, this is a lesson that we're all learning right alongside you. I mean, that we have to find that time to disconnect from technology because over the past year and a half, that's the only way we've been able to communicate with others is on social media or through text or video chat, which, but
it's brutal, and especially for kids, right? It's the behavioral health issues that children are having to deal with now. 90% of it, I honestly believe, is really wrapped up in devices and poor management and devices. And my generation is as responsible as anybody for that.
We're on that.
The technology got way faster than the maturity that we had to know how to handle it properly.
All right, so really quick, you still have like about a month left of the downtime. The doctors recommended that you just kind of lay low. Here's what I'd like to challenge you to do, Governor, because I know you're a Marvel fan. I know that you like all the Marvel movies. I'm going to challenge you to watch them in chronological order. Okay, so that means you're probably going to have to start with Captain Marvel, and then you're going to have to go into the Iron Man movie. So you're going to have to go online and see what the exact chronological order is. But by the time you're done, you should be up to the new movie, the Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. By the time you're done in about a month, You should be able to check that one out. That should hopefully.
You think it's going to take me a month to watch 20 Marvel movies?
That's true. Yeah, you're right. It could not as much. I get it.
I could do that in a week.
You know what? You probably could. All right, so let's break it down. What happened to you? You were at home last week and you started feeling dizzy and lightheaded, and what happened?
Yeah, I was a little nauseous on Monday, but I didn't think much of it. And Tuesday, I was in the State House, just felt weak coming up the stairs. I'm like, boy, why am I getting almost lightheaded running up the stairs? Maybe I have a cold or something. And by Wednesday morning, it was a little more severe. So I said, could be COVID, right? So
well, you just got back from Kentucky. You had just gotten back from Kentucky, and their numbers are higher there. So you thought maybe you brought something back with you, right?
It could have been anywhere, any time. So I got 3 COVID tests Wednesday. They were all clear. Gave it a couple more days hydrating and took a couple of sick days off, and then by Friday morning it wasn't better, and I knew the long weekend was coming, so I called some friends at Portsmouth Hospital just to give me a once-over checkup so I could enjoy the weekend knowing that it was maybe just a standard flu or something. And thank God I went in, because it turned out to be much more severe. I had been bleeding internally for a week and didn't even know it, and lost a lot of blood, and that was a little scary. So they started the transfusions right away, and I don't know, a bunch of different transfusions had to happen, and they took care of what was inside, and then they basically say, look, you just got to relax, go home, take care of yourself, slow down, eat well, exercise, do all those things to maintain good, healthy work balance, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks for a checkup, and that's kind of it. It ain't rocket science. I keep saying to folks, they just told me the prescription was do all the things that you're already supposed to be doing.
You're supposed to be doing, yeah. But do they know that you're kind of in charge right now during a very difficult time?
Well, I mean, everyone knew where it came from. That was. I mean,
did they know? Did they know who you were? Did they? Wait a minute, this guy looks familiar. Why do I love him? I don't know.
Is that the guy that I'm watching on TV right now? Is that the guy in the bed right next to me? No, they look. COVID obviously was very stressful, but
of course.
You know me, Naz. I'm Type A. I go 120%. I try to give everything I got. I love the job.
You're
so
like me.
It has. Yeah, it's been a tough couple of years, but there is. It doesn't mean we're not going to we're going to take our eye off the ball or take our foot off the gas. I got a great team here, right? And lean into them to do a few things over the next few weeks, and I'm not going to be completely gone. I was in the office today just doing some kind of quieter, minor stuff, and we'll just ramp the schedule up over the next few weeks. But it's all about preparing for, I think, the big COVID surge that's likely going to come this winter, whether it's in our hospitals or whatever it might be. There's a surge coming, and we just want folks to get vaccinated and stave this thing off as best we can.
And just be ready. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned team. And I know one thing that's true about the governor. He's one of the biggest Pats fans on the planet. Okay? This is our home opener coming up this weekend. What are we taking on? Miami? Is it Miami?
4:25 p.m.
What do you think? What do you think? I mean, we got the new guy. We got, what's his name? Mac
Jones.
So
I like the Patriots. They're favored by 7.5, but I like them by a touchdown. So So I think the Patriots will win by a touchdown. And I like this guy, Mac Jones, a lot. I've always liked him. I'm a big fan.
All right. I mean, how do you feel about Cam Newton out? I mean, I don't think you were ever a huge Cam Newton fan. I didn't think you were on his
Was
team.
anybody, though? Was anybody?
I liked his outfits. He always dressed kind of, like a fashion star. I don't know.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I need touchdowns, not big hats. That was always wore those ridiculously large hats.
He did.
No, I think the team's going to be actually really, really good this year. I do. I don't know if it's like Super Bowl or bust, but they are going to be a much more improved team over last year. And look, I'm not going to lie to you. Still a Tom Brady fan.
Yeah.
Still going to be watching those Buccaneers games. Those are going to be
tonight,
pretty
baby.
exciting ones too.
Yeah, they're playing tonight. Yeah. They're taking on, I believe, the Cowboys tonight.
The Cowboys,
Thursday night, the official kickoff. I mean, look, you made the proclamation last year that it's okay for Granite Staters to still cheer for Tom Brady. So you
absolutely
you made it official last year that we could say go TB. He does want another ring. What's he going for, number 7 now or something like that?
8, yeah.
8, yeah. I mean, it's okay to root for them. It's just
absolutely
we get the dilemma. We feel a little torn when we get the Bucs versus the Pats. Like that's.
That'll be week 4. That'll be the week 4 game. That's going to be an amazing game. So I would love to go to that game. I'm a big believer that football is awesome when you watch it on TV. Yeah. But every once in a while, if you can go to some of these great games, that would be one I'd love to go. So if anyone would like to send me free tickets, 107 North Main Street, Concord. No, I'm just kidding. But but it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be a really exciting game.
You know what? I think this year I agree with you. I think this year might be kind of a building transition season. And maybe hopefully by next season, that's when we're going to start seeing some really good things happening with the Pats. We can't be the best every year. Come on now, let's.
20 years of being the best is a little much. But so, look, I'll take another 20. I'm not going to lie to you. But, we had a great run, and it doesn't mean we can't build and have another great run.
Yeah, I think so.
No worries.
All right, listen, Governor, while I've got you, very, very important thing. Tomorrow, it's a very, very important national holiday. Tomorrow is National Hot Dog Day. National Hot Dog Day tomorrow, September 10th. So my question for you, in one sitting, how many hot dogs do you think you could eat? Now, we know Joey Chestnut, he's the world champ. I think his record is like 76 in 10 minutes or something like that.
10 minutes, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think you could do?
In one sitting. Let's say pre-ulcer. Let's do pre-ulcer.
Pre-ulcer, yeah, okay. Because we know that's gone.
In one sitting, I don't know. I bet if I really worked hard, I could eat 10 hot dogs, and before I'm just like, I'm tapping out. I don't know.
I can't.
What's a sitting? Is that like an hour? Is that like 2 minutes? I don't know.
Well, let's call it 10 minutes. In 10 minutes.
How about this? How many hot dogs could you eat through one sitting of the movie Iron Man? From the beginning to the end credits, so what is that, how many hot dogs could you eat through the movie?
90 minutes. I could probably... See, I'm a hamburger guy. You know what I mean? For some reason.
That's a different story now.
No,
that's a different story.
I'm a hamburger. I could probably one. Probably one is all I can do.
One hot dog in 90 minutes?
Yeah. Well, I'm just not a fan. Look, when we have
how many hamburgers then? All right, how many
hamburgers? Okay, that's a completely different story. Yeah, I could probably eat 15 to 20, depending on the size of the patty,
Wow.
It's...
you think you could put down 15 McDonald's hamburgers, just a plain McDonald's hamburger, 15 of those?
Back in the day when I used to have the iron stomach, I could do that in easy,
You're
no
right.
problem, man. That's when you're a teenager and you're infallible and nothing in the world can take you down.
Well, I think that's about right for me. 10 or 15. If it were hot dogs or hamburgers in a 90-minute period, I could probably do that. With a nice Diet Coke on the side.
Yeah, exactly. Wash it down, man. Governor, get better so I can take you to Arnie's, and I'm going to let you try they've got award-winning barbecue and pulled pork there as well, Loudon Road. So I'm going to
great.
I'm going to take it. Once you're allowed to have it, I'm sure they're going to have you on ulcer medication to just kind of...
as long as I don't tell Valerie. I just won't tell Valerie.
She won't know. The photographers aren't following you.
There you go.
Nobody knows what's going on.
I'd love to.
Governor, listen, get better, rest, take the doctor's advice. Trust your team. You have your team at the State House right now under the Gold Dome. And I'm glad you're okay, because like I said, my son was quite concerned. He saw the alert come through the other day.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who sent some well wishes. It was a nice outpouring of very positive support in a pretty tough time. So can't thank everybody enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen, take a second to address some people. This is your outlet right now to say thank you to those who've looked out for you.
That's just it. There was a huge outpouring of support, and also, I'm pushing the blood drives, man. I actually just gave blood 2 weeks ago, which was
at the Gale Singer. Yes.
At the Gale Singer blood drive, and I really did feel like I paid it forward, but I needed a lot of blood, and you just don't know when you're going to need it. You have no idea. All of a sudden you need it, and what is it, Nazzy? A half hour out of every year? Is it really that much to ask for folks to take about a half hour on a lunch break once a year? Yep. But it can make all the difference in the world to someone who needs it. So, everyone always says, I'll do that next year. I'll do that next. No, do it today. Do it tomorrow. Do it this week.
Do it now.
Go find a blood drive at the Red Cross. They do a great job. It's so easy to do, and just be part of that solution. That's really important. But I just want to thank everyone for all the support.
Yep, and what we say is the life you're saving may be your own. And the governor's living proof. You know what I mean?
That's it.
He donated blood.
Probably 3 or 4 different people with their blood pumping through me right now, and thank God, because I don't know if I'd be here without them.
Well, we're glad you're here, man. Listen, get your rest. We'll let you get back there, and we'll sneak you over some ice cream.
Awesome.
It'll be in a package labeled vegetables. Okay.
Got it.
You'll see a package from Nazzy labeled vegetables. That's it. Okay.
Send it in.
We got it.
We got it with a spoon.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Be
Take
good,
care,
everybody.
Governor.
Thank
you too, man. Bye-bye.